It's been on my mind to discuss some things I've noticed. Something came to mind today. What came to mind today is that we are not competition, we are contemporaries. We are not competitors, we are contemporaries. We all have our own secret sauce. We all have our own relationship with spirit, with the divine, with source. We all have different names, different experiences. Each of us is so different. And in this day and age, where we are in the age of Aquarius, we are absolutely in the age of Aquarius, but that's beside the point. We are no longer schools of fish, looking to be uniform. We are individuals sharing our unique gifts, forming collectives of innovators, of people who wish to contribute to each other, who are thinking outside the box. And Pluto in Aquarius is ushering that in with the adverse reality that we could potentially be facing with big tech and other groups. I'll just say the more adversity we face, the stronger we become, the more tapped in we have to be out of necessity. So with that being said, each of us that are awakened souls have a duty at this time to be a beacon for the reality in which we want to call in. And now, follow me here, because we are all obviously different. We all have a different perception of what the ideal reality is, but we do know that it's not what the adversary wishes to inflict upon us, which is control, which is manipulation and ownership, taking us, trying to own us, spiritually, mentally, physically, however. So we can be united in that much, right? We're in a collective awakening. Yes, we are in a collective awakening. That is in this collective awakening, it's important for us to be mindful of where we're giving our attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. So as a collective, if we want to bring in the reality we wish to be a part of, that we wish to see, we have to be feeding the instances in which it comes to fruition. And that could look like events, stories that we like to see, people that are doing the work supporting them. And that leads me to the point of the video, and I will continue to elaborate. At this time, of course, capitalism, and at least in North America, would like you to feel like money is scarce, resources are scarce, time is scarce. Capitalism thrives in scarcity. This is not an anti-capitalism message, it's just what I've observed. So if it thrives in scarcity, businesses emerging from a capitalistic society or marketplace are going to feel like resources are scarce, like I need to be the only one, I need to be front and center, I need to be, this and that. And that's simply not the case. In the world that we are looking, people like me, people who want to see the true, abundant, spiritual, divine earth, aka the 5D, in that realm, the scarcity does not exist. You can call forth anything. You can essentially call forth anything. I'm not getting into the quantum mechanics of it all, but we can essentially call forth anything. So there's no need to be in competition for resources. We need to be in a state of congruence, gathering harmony with our resources. Hence why community, Aquarius, the age of Aquarius is a big thing. It's not follow the leader as in the school of fish sense of the Pisces era. Swimming in the stream, just going with the flow. It's time to get serious, Saturn, about where we're willing to go, how far we're willing to go. Aquarius is co-ruler is Uranus, and it exists beyond the boundary that is Saturn. We have to go past our boundaries. There's a lot of poetry in regards to Aquarius and what it can mean, but it all just still points to one direction. That direction is forward. So with that, all that being said, we are not competitors. We are contemporaries. It's up to us, the awakened souls, to anchor in the new world that we wish to see. By and large, we can agree on some fundamentals, just like how I've mentioned the adversaries can agree on some fundamentals, basics that they wish to usher in. We have our fundamentals and basics, and it's on those principles that we stand against what is being forced upon us. And so at this time, I felt encouraged to be more transparent about my beliefs, to speak up more about my beliefs, to encourage others to speak up more about their beliefs, because the more of us that speak, the more of us that radiate, the more of us that do this work, the higher the vibration of our earth, of our community, of our family, our friends. Remember in 2020 when everyone was doing things and the vibration felt different because we weren't hustling around. We weren't being isolated necessarily. This is not speaking of everybody's individual experience or not trying to gloss over anything that was negative. But I know there's a lot of us that felt like it was the world's largest sleepover, where everyone was just online doing their own little things. And we were able to rest, by and large. Everything was, like, a lot of things were halted. Payments to rent, payments to different things that, things were just halted for a minute. And in that breath, we all got to vibrate to a different tune, different frequency. And it changed a lot of us. Not all of us, a lot of us. We got access to different things that we wouldn't have had time to. A lot of us tapped into new skills or learned new perspectives. 2020 definitely opened up a new world for us, for a lot of us. Opened up the possibilities of a new world. A lot of things opened up. In a way, it was the end of the old world in 2020. We've heard about the Mayan calendar where it said that the end of the world or the end of a world, I don't have the direct translation or quote, was or is in 2012. In our Gregorian calendar, 2012 came and went. However, in the Ethiopian calendar, 2012 was 2020 for us. So maybe the Mayans weren't wrong. Look it up yourself. That's something that we can still do. So definitely utilize your resources while you still can before things are, Anywho, that's pretty much the message of the moment, is that we all have the responsibility to do the work, inner and outer. So the outer would translate to being that higher vibration, the beacon for others to see and be inspired by, or learn from, or receive love from. Our aura can influence the energy around us and influence the people around us. When you're sad, other people can pick up on it. When you're happy, other people can pick up on it. And when you're in a higher state of being, people are forced to respond because you are in existence. You take up space. So when you take up space, be in your light, be in your radiance, be the beacon of which you wish to bring forward into this world without hesitation, without, dimming your own light. It's easier said than done, but the more of us that say this, the more of us that do this, we can bring in a more authentic world, a world that's more reflective of our nature, our natural flow, a world that's more ideal and comfortable for us in a higher state of being. We've given our attention so long to what has been decided for us. We can decide for ourselves. And that is where true power lies, is realizing that you can decide for yourself. And being as intentional as you can. Because at the end of the day, there is something out there that has orchestrated all of this, has launched all of this that we experience, that has birthed us. And I personally feel that this presence, this entity, this energy can override us. So I don't believe that, it is just a matter of only us and our thoughts. I definitely do think there is a even more divine force that rules over all of us beyond our higher selves, personally. But the point of me saying that is to say that we are in a time that is orchestrated, and we have chosen to be here to bring the future, to bring the next chapter into the cycle of this earth, or of this plane. Is this the finale? I think this is the beginning of a new prosperous cycle if we continue to uplift the frequency to that timeline. I think we can do it. So I hope this inspires you to live in your truth and your highest authenticity, so that we can orchestrate, bring in, and support a 5D high dimension new world. We are contemporaries, not competitors.